Oh, would you just... this guy. You can't cut me out much more.
No, now we're both in frame as much as each other, I think. Oh, what was that?
I don't know, a button that said something about man sex. I don't know.
Oh, I love pointless man sex.
Oh, God. Did you stop it? You've already got the people in a tizzy about your shirt, about your daughter dating.
Oh, then...
Anyway.
Feisty. Oh, yeah. It's another Heaps Good Sunday morning, and yet again we're here to delight and entertain.
And again, we're not informing. I mean, we're kind of informing, but we're not really teaching you any life lessons.
Lessons. Not today. And it was our first episode of the Falling for Spring season.
Falling for spring. Sorry, a bit warm.
I'm a little bit warm too. I was going to take off my jumper, but I don't like the shirt that I'm wearing underneath, so...
This is when it starts to get a bit warm in the studio. Normally we have the heater cranked, and then there for a few months we have the air conditioner cranked, but this is the time when we can never really decide what the temperature is going to be, how we're going to dress, so we just kind of go lazy.
Yeah, because I mean it was hot first thing this morning, then it got cold.
I must have slept through the hot part.
Oh, you're lucky you.
Well, I'm officially on holiday now.
You are. You actually, you're not here.
Officially on holiday. Well, technically I'm not here. I'm not in Australia. This was one of the last episodes we filmed before I left this great sunburnt country.
Yes.
And headed to the land of Harvey and Trump.
So you're having a good time over there in America?
Well, I hope so. I hope so.
She's having a great time.
I think so. He can enter an update if he has talked to me, which I'm sure he will.
Yep.
But yeah, hopefully things are going copacetic. Because technically today is the... What did we decide? The 10th of September?
Today is the 10th of September.
10th of September. Well, then I actually am still in Australia. We got that all wrong.
Oh, okay. Whoops!
Yeah, I'm in Australia, but I'm packing my bags to fly out.
You are, because you're going in the next few days, aren't you?
Yeah. Yep.
I've got it all on my calendar here. Thank you very much for that, because I was a little bit screwed beforehand.
Yes, sometimes the Libra and the ADD in me has to kick in and be like, right, we need stuff on paper to make sense. And nothing gonna happen.
So you'll be leaving the day after next week's episode?
Yes. Technically, yes.
Technically, yeah. So,
but there will be no, it'll be like radio silence. After this episode, there will be no time for dealing with Ethical Hedonism Studios or HTM. It'll just be like, make sure I've got my wedding dress, make sure I've got this, make sure I got that, make sure we've got dog food, make sure my passport has arrived, like that kind of stuff.
And you're also you're going to be filming a couple of episodes while you're over there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, McGillicuddy and I are going to film some episodes. We're going to film some stuff from the backwoods, because I'm from the country, so there'll probably be some hooch drinking and some gun slinging, and we'll be in New Orleans for some of it. We'll be in Austin for some of it, so hopefully we'll send you... well, actually, we're not sending it for editing. What we're doing is we're just uploading it directly to the YouTube channel.
So this could be very interesting. Who knows what's going to happen?
It's going to be hard for Ziggie to relinquish control of that, but we'll see how that goes.
It'll be alright, I'm sure.
Yep.
So, yeah, what are we talking about today?
Well, I think we've decided today, I think in the last episode we addressed the butter dancing video.
Ah, yes.
Or maybe a couple episodes ago, I don't remember now. And we said that, I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time down the rabbit hole of weird shit on the internet.
Yep.
And it always starts with YouTube. It always starts with a YouTube video. And I usually do research about said YouTube videos on other sites, but there's plenty of weirdness on YouTube.
Yeah.
So today we're doing an episode called What the Actual F***? And it's about all the tomfoolery that is the weird YouTube videos.
No, I haven't decided yet, because There is going to be a lot of facts in this episode, so I don't know if I'm going to go through bothering bleeping out everyone, or if I'm just going to make this an 18+ episode just to avoid it.
I don't know. That's up to you. You're the one that always edit out my facts. So.
We'll just see what the happens, I guess. Alright, so we've got some stuff here to talk about.
A lot of stuff. And I assumed that what you would do would put like a screen grab on the screen or something. We didn't really talk about it.
No, we didn't.
We're just like balls to the wall filming as much as possible so we make sure everything's covered by the time I come back in November.
Yeah, that's pretty well.
Alright, so yeah. So I assumed, you're going to put a screen grab of like whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm going to start with Hamburger Lady.
Okay.
Now, if for any of you that haven't heard of Hamburger Lady, it's a weird video.
I've not heard of it.
You haven't heard of Hamburger Lady? They're not too sure whether it is just an art house film or if it is actually like a puzzle.
A puzzle? Like a trivia thing? Or?
Yeah, they're not too sure.
Okay, so what you should probably search... Is it that?
I think this is it.
That's horrible. It's like by far worse as the Hamburger Lady. We must heal them for the qualified technicians. So it looks like some kind of like I might just turn the volume down on that. Like a black and white kind of dodgily filmed video with what seems to be a storyline, but really if you read it together they seem kind of like song lyrics.
Yeah.
It's weird. Is that was that Nazi photographs? Okay, so it's weird black and white with the words across the screen. There's no end in sight. It seems like song lyrics, like maybe it was supposed to be a song.
There's no end in sight for the Hamburger Lady.
She wants me to tell you of her calm mind. So I think what we've decided to search for that is video from the deep web, Hamburger Lady.
Yep.
The deep web.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff comes from the deep web because I've got a bit of a fascination with it.
Is that the same with the dark web?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
How do you get there?
Oh,
is that like a secret thing?
Yeah, the Torah.
What's a Torah?
Torah is like you download this program and it helps you. It's like Google, I guess. But it's
like a deep web Google? Dark web Google? It's a deep web and dark web are the same thing?
Yeah.
I just buy my drugs on the streets like a good old fashioned drug doer. I don't
That's
get them
so
on the
old
internet.
school.
I know. I'm a traditionalist.
Everyone goes to the Silk Road these days, don't they?
What's that?
Oh, it's...
Are you being funny?
No.
What's the Silk Road?
It's where everyone goes to get their illegal paraphernalia and buy a liver and things like that.
Buy a liver?
Well, I don't know.
What, like liver and onions?
Well...
Oh, like a transplant liver. So when you say this, what is it, the Silk Road?
The Canter beans. Father beans, what is it?
It's a Chianti and
Chianti.
And Faber beans or whatever. So wait a minute, the Silk Road, is that the dark web?
That's on the dark web,
Like the interwebs?
Yeah.
I don't know much about the internet.
So that's that one anyway. It's weird,
So
it's creepy.
Weird, it's creepy. And it's also
artistic.
kind of painful on the ears.
It is.
So that's bizarre. The Hamburger Lady. Her ear is burned. I gathered that much. That says that she's burned from the waist up and her ear is burned.
And her ear is burned.
And she eats her life from tubes. That's what that said. And it looked like 2 cups of pudding. But anyway. Alright, Hamburger Lady. That was weird.
Yeah.
So, is it my turn?
Yeah, it is your turn.
So, I found a video called Obey the Walrus.
Yeah.
And it starts out with kind of it's like a computer graphic that looks kind of like the Guy Faulkner mask from Anonymous.
Yep.
Looks kind of like that, but it's really more of like the comedy tragedy mask, but like a computer, you know.
Yeah, now I believe it was actually from an old video game, but I don't remember, because as soon as I saw the image, I'm like, I recognise that image, but I'm not too sure what it's from. But it's a video game, I'm pretty sure.
It's just kind of a 2D, not very advanced animation thing.
Yeah.
And it's playing a song or whatever. But anyway, so then it goes in kind of like the kaleidoscopy looking thing, with the music speeding up to that, to where everybody has that like creepy, you know, high pitched sound. And then all of that just kind of stops, and it's a black and white video of a woman who clearly has some kind of physical ailment of some kind in a dance costume, tap dancing, and she has like the ruffles and the parasol, and an adult woman, but she clearly has cerebral palsy or whatnot, or polio or something like that.
I think, if I remember correctly, they said it was polio.
Well, I have researched it, and thanks Thunderstealer. Because unlike your videos, I've researched my videos to explain why they're so f***ed up. Anyway, tap dancing with like this parasol and like a clown's head on her head. So anyway, I wasn't, like I was saying before he pooped in my Wheaties, that unlike him, I'm not okay with it just being like, hey, check out this weird video. I want to know what's at the bottom of that weird video. So, Obey the Walrus. I don't know about all the other crap, the music and stuff like that, but the video, the most disturbing part of the video is this black and white footage of this woman dancing. Come to find out, her name is Goddess Bunny.
Yes, yep.
And she is a performer. It depends on where you get your information from. Some people like to call her a transvestite, which I don't like that, because transvestite has a specific definition, as we discussed in Sex Pause. So I don't know if she's a drag performer or if she is transgender or whatever, but she was born biologically a male, and according to a couple of things I read, quite manly.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But either performs or lives her life as a female. But the reason her body is so distorted is because she had polio, and in order to rectify the polio, at an early age they put a bar in her spine, but it actually didn't help at all. It just stunted her growth, so she didn't get very tall at all. And she's in a wheelchair if she's still alive. But she's quite famous. You can search heaps of videos with Bunny the Goddess. And there's one that I really liked, and it's this guy, it's called Bob and Goddess Bunny. And he's just sitting there naked, and
it's an attractive man, that one.
Oh, he's dead sexy. Talking about stories of him, you know, kind of trolling the gay scene with Goddess Bunny. But Obey the Walrus, if I had just left it at that, the video itself is quite disturbing. Like, you're kind of like, I'm not sure what's happening here. But I've killed that for you because now I've given you the research. And she's just an unfortunate looking character who's a performer, and is quite creepy when put in black and white to weird music.
Yeah.
And apparently a tap dancer. I don't know.
Well, at least was.
Now she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So that's the creepy part, and then I always tie it up with the story behind it.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I can do that too.
Okay, cool. You actually did some research on one of your videos.
I've
Watch him steal one of my videos now that I've paid him out.
No, I haven't stolen one of yours. I've left them for you.
Okay, good.
Now we have spoken about this one before in the past. Blank room soup.
Have we?
We spoke about it in a past episode.
I'm just like blah 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 blah, and then in one ear and out the other. I just forget stuff.
Blank room soup's very interesting.
Are you going to pull it up on that big screen over there?
Yeah,
see it?
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. We've got heaps of technology and we just never use it.
No, we don't. And this is actually really fun. I've never had a chance to really involve the computer like this, but so it's called
blank room soup.avi.
Now I found with a looking at
AVI like a certain kind of...
It's a certain kind of file.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I've noticed with a lot of these creepypasta videos and deep web stuff and things like that, if it's got...
Silk Highway.
Silk Road.
Damn it!
You were close.
I tried so hard.
Usually anything that's a bit weird like that usually seems to have .avi.
.avi, because it was probably from a specific time when that file was common.
I'm assuming so.
There's lots of different kinds of files. I know that because I reformatted a hard drive.
That was fun for you, wasn't it?
No, it was not. Oh, what the hell?
Okay, so...
Are you going to figure out some way to put this video up while we're viewing it? Is that hard to do?
Yeah, it's going to be right there.
Cool, excellent.
So yeah, as you can see...
That looks like one of those pop vinyl characters.
Yes. Now, his name, or should I say their name, is Ray Ray.
That pop vinyl character looking guy.
Yep, and as
It
you'll
looks
see,
like a Michael Myers pop vinyl, doesn't it?
yeah,
Kind of.
just a little bit, yeah. But this guy, he's eating soup,
Yeah.
and while he's
Why
eating
did you
this
say
soup,
soup?
well, because they don't believe it was actually soup. Now, this guy, he's being consoled because he's crying.
He's sobbing.
And as towards the end of the video, you'll see that another one of these Ray Ray characters comes up as well.
Ah! It's not
There
in
he
the
is.
video, he's right there.
And
they're there-thering him because he's sobbing into his bowl of soup.
Yes. Now, what they believe is
Now,
that...
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Now, because I am like super analytical about stuff. So that bowl is a bowl that would be traditionally purchased at an Asian marketplace or something. It's like a laksa bowl or like a banh mi bowl. I mean, not banh mi, like a buntetnang bowl or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I love the Asian cuisine. So it's one of those kind of Asian bowls. And he's eating it with a large wooden spoon. He had dark hair. Can I assume that because his identity is withheld by the panel across his eyes? The sound, which you're not listening to the sound now because we're just not.
Yeah.
Was anybody speaking?
No
words were spoken?
No. Well, look, you can kind of assume by looking at it and the way and the bowl and everything.
Yeah,
You assume
Asian.
that he's of Asian descent.
Yeah, okay.
Now, what had happened is this.
I mean,
guy,
I've got a bowl like that. I bought it at the Asian marketplace, but
Yeah,
I also
that's
don't look
right.
like an Asian man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
Or of Asian descent.
So what happened? Apparently, this guy that
This is the theory behind it.
this is the theory behind it.
The theory or the facts behind it?
I'll get into both.
Oh, you know both!
I know both.
Hot damn! He's done some research, folks.
Okay, so
Well, you got about 2 minutes.
the guy that was the creator of Ray Ray, he used to go and do performances with him and stuff like that. At the end of a performance, he put them in the trunk of his car, and then he went and did something, and lo and behold, they went missing.
The suits.
The suits went missing.
The Ray Ray suits. There was two of them?
Yeah, there was
Okay.
2 of them in his trunk. There's lots of them. Like, there's performances with, like, 30, 40 of them.
Oh, he's got heaps of these suits.
Yeah.
But every
So-
time you put them in the trunk, they go missing.
Well, these 2 in
Oh,
particular.
those particular ones, yep.
Yeah, and later on, this video ended up being put on the internet
Okay.
and blah, blah, blah. What they believed is that 2 people were kidnapped, 1 person was killed, and
They
made him into a soup. And they tortured the other guy by making him eat his friend. And
It
that's
looked
what-
like there was rice in that soup, just for the record. That was another thing that I was like,
Yeah. Well, anyway, so they say that he was eating his friend and they were consoling
And that's
him
why
while
he
he
was
was eating
sobbing,
his
because
friend.
he knew he was eating his friend.
Yes.
You'd have to be pretty damn hungry to
No.
eat your friend.
Yeah, you'd have to be.
Or you would have to have seen them kill your friend and be like, if you don't eat your friend,
Yeah.
that's what your future holds.
Yeah. Now, apparently
I would
there's-
eat the shit out of any one of you. Let me just tell you that much for free.
Apparently there's an outtake from it as well where there's another
A
one
blooper.
a blooper I guess where one of the Ray Ray characters is standing in the doorway and he just stands there and then all of a sudden bolts towards the guy eating the soup
Oh.
and then just as he's about to connect with him
Yeah.
it goes to blank.
Huh.
So we're not too sure. Anyway, long story short, they were all the rumours behind it.
Yeah.
It's not what happened.
Of course not.
No.
The facts are
The facts are, the guy came forward later on.
the soup eater,
No,
the guy with the suits,
the guy with the suits.
the creator of Ray Ray.
Yeah, he was behind it.
Of course he was.
I mean, it was a good way for him to get a reputation, and now
Yeah,
Ray
but I never
Ray's
even
really
heard
well
of it though.
Oh well, it's really, really big for on the internet.
On the Silk Highway.
Silk Road.
Same difference.
No, it's not.
If that guy's name was Ray Ray, what was the other guy's name? JJ? Bye.
No, Ray Ray.
JJ. They're both Ray Rays.
They were all Ray Ray. That's why they were, I
How
think,
many
named.
suits were there?
I don't know. As I said, I've seen a performance where there was at least 15 of them altogether. So I don't know if he would have made more suits later on or what was the go with that, but yeah.
Poor Ray Ray. No, I'm just kidding. My eyes are watering because, sick. Always sick. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. So I'll do the Edward Muscare one. Muscare.
Okay.
So this video is kind of an unsettling video of a man kind of lip singing. What is it? Is it lip sync or lip singing?
Lip sync.
Huh. But it'd still be lip singing as well, isn't it?
Well, we're still.
Because you hear some people say lip singing and you're like, I'm pretty sure it's lip syncing.
Yeah.
But anyways, kind of singing when he knows the words to Pretty Woman. He's like this frazzled looking old man. He's missing a tooth. He looks like pretty much every image you conjure up of a pedophile. Right? So he's creepy as. Now, there wasn't really everyone's like, oh, look at this weird pedo, he's a rock spider singing Pretty Woman on the internet, and that was pretty much the only rumor about it. But the funny thing about that is, at the end of the day, when all the, all the chips fell, his name was Edward Muscare. He was a pedophile. He was a predator. He had been found guilty. He was the host of a children's show in Kansas City or somewhere like that, and he had a kibosh on. He wasn't supposed to be on the internet. He wasn't supposed to have any kind of access to children. He wasn't supposed to be on television in any way, no internet or anything like that. And he violated his parole to put up these weird videos of him creepily kind of dancing and lip syncing to these songs, and it violated his parole, and he went back to prison because of it.
Didn't they went back for quite some time as well too? I think they said something about 5
years or something went back for his parole violation. But he died in January of something. He's dead, but still, it's funny, you don't want to assume that guy that lives down the street from you with that weird Bedford van that wears those 80s glasses with the weird mustache and the little window in the van. You don't want to assume he's a rock spider. But then when you find out confirmed that he is a rock spider, it's like, see? And that's why the stereotype exists.
And that's why it had free candy written on the side of his van.
And that's why he had that weird tripod set up in the back of his van with the camera on it. And that's why when I did go for a ride with him to the candy shop, I couldn't remember what happened and I woke up with my bra on backwards. Maybe you should edit that out. I don't want people to think I find pedophilia funny.
Yeah.
Or leave it and let me just say, I don't find pedophilia funny. I'm just high on cold medication. Don't get mad. Actually, get mad. Get mad. You're never mad at me. Get mad at me. Get mad at me. That's fine.
It'd be a nice change.
Yeah.
It really would be.
It won't be Ziggie just by accidentally wearing the wrong t-shirt.
I tell you, I was tempted the next week just to not wear any t-shirt, but I thought I'd get complaints about that too.
Oh, if people complained about body types, I would be upset. But your kind of masculine agenda t-shirt, well, I noticed it. I wasn't going to say anything.
I didn't even notice it.
Sometimes you just have to let stuff go, and I didn't want to always be picking on Ziggie.
It was just an old t-shirt.
I know. I know that. And your daughter's not even dating age yet anyways.
No.
If someone did want to date your daughter now, well, that'd be weird because she's not even 3.
That's right, yeah. Alright.
So reel it in, people.
So I'm gonna skip that one because that's not all that great. I would like to show you.
I'm reading the list because he doesn't talk fast enough.
There's one called Nice Ocean Waves.
Nice Ocean Waves.
So I thought we would just go and have a look at that because I know you haven't seen this to my knowledge yet, have you?
No.
Alright, so...
Which is weird because I watch a lot of messed up stuff on the internet.
Well, this is pretty messed up.
It looks like Nice Ocean Waves.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks like it would sound like my meditation podcast I listen to when I have insomnia and I decide at 3 a.m. if I don't go to sleep right now then I'm not going to be able to sleep. But I'm guessing that's not what it's going to be.
No.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Alright.
Play it down there for them too.
Take a deep breath.
Oh shit, okay.
Here we go. So it starts off very casual and everything
Nice
like that.
Ocean Waves.
It is Nice Ocean Waves.
That's lovely. It looks like semaphore because the seaweed.
Yeah.
Seaweed. And then that advertisement for those weird tiny jackets.
It's really relaxing.
Oh, you motherfucker. He rickrolled us. I hate you. I can't believe you set up this whole episode so you could rickroll us. Joke's on you, motherfucker.
I just spit water. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Rickrolled us.
Alright, so in all seriousness, there is a video,
I don't even know if I should trust you now. And the joke's on you because I actually really like that song.
do you know who David Firth is?
Yes.
You know who David Firth is?
Yes.
Alright, that's brilliant. He's got this short film called Dog of Man. Now, hard to describe. You really just have to watch it. It's
How short is it?
4 minutes.
Okay. Alright, just wondering.
Do you know what? I think we'll watch it.
Okay.
And then we can talk about it a bit more. So we're going to
we'll
watch
be back
that
in a second.
now.
I really don't have words. Look at my little tissue. It was...
Go fun, hey?
It was weird. And disturbing, and I thought it might have been kind of like dark but cute.
No, it's just dark but dark.
It was so dark and weird, and you should definitely, we'll put a screen grab, go watch it. What's it called? Dog of Man?
Dog of Man, yeah.
So weird. So weird. And I even tried in our little intermission to make him Google something to let me watch it to feel better about things and stuff in the world, but he wouldn't. I didn't get to watch
You can stand in that funk for the rest of the day now.
No, I'm going to watch something on my phone after this. So I'll just keep on trucking. Do you want to start talking about the Uncanny Valley now?
Sure. Alright, so we're going to talk about the Uncanny Valley.
You can talk about the Uncanny. I mean, I understand it. I watched the one video on it. And there's bukus and bukus and bukus of other bizarre stuff. Tag us in videos, send us links, we'll watch them, we'll talk about them, and maybe down the track, maybe after the new year, after we take our break, we'll do another What the Actual because...
Yeah, because there's actually this female, I won't get into her too much now, but there's this chick named That Poppy.
Oh, God, she's almost ASMR, but she's not. But yeah, so send us links of other weird stuff you don't understand. If people would watch it, we would Google weird shit on YouTube and just talk about it all day long, because there's so much stuff that we were just saying when we were restarting the camera. YouTuber conspiracies and just all the crap that goes on. And luckily, we're not really victim to any of that stuff because we never got famous enough. And like that Onision... Oh, that's a mess too. Don't put his name in any of our titles because it becomes this whole thing.
Oh, really?
But yeah, and I'm only just talking strictly from the drama side of things. To just watch that unravel, the whole Onision thing, and there's so much YouTuber crap, and YouTube is just fodder for entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
And on so many levels. Weird videos, weird dramas, weird conspiracies. So did you have any more on your list? Let me see your list. He always goes no, but he has a little thing or doesn't have a thing.
All I had left on there was talking about Poppy, which we've got to go into in another video.
Yeah, we'll go into a different one because Poppy's a whole thing because of the Mars Argo and like you were just saying off screen. So yeah, tag us in anything you want us to discuss in the future, but like actually do it. Like we ask people to do it and they don't do it, and then we run into them and they say, oh, you should talk about blah blah blah. We needed paper trail. We have so much stuff. Like,
we really do.
People, every time we see someone, they tell us, you guys should talk about this, or, oh, you know what you guys should do a show on is, and we always go, hey, that's a really good idea, but then we forget.
Yeah, we do.
Because we have like lives outside of the studio, quite hectic lives and whatnot. So yeah, actually send it in. Send us your information. And if you're mad about my rock spider statement, I'm sorry.
And if you're mad about my shirt the other week, I'm sorry.
He's not actually sorry.
Well, I'm not really. It was purely by accident.
Oh, she's 2.5. You shouldn't have wanted to date. If she were like 18, then you'd be like, actually, no, check your privilege. I just told you to check your privilege today.
You did. Can I just say, I've actually never liked that t-shirt anyway.
Because it's weird, isn't it? It's that whole like daddy on the porch with the shotgun.
And she's 2.
Yeah, where did that shirt come from?
My mother-in-law got it for me.
See? Yeah. Weird. So he's actually not a misogynistic pig.
No, I'm not.
He's just kind of...
I accept t-shirts.
He accepts a free t-shirt. Oh, quick shout out to Jake Tooth and Nail that screen printed our Come On Aussie Come On gay pride poster. This is post plebiscite registry.
Yep.
So we know that, you know, we're a little off the mark with that, but he is happily still screen printing them. If you want one, just contact him. Jake Tooth and Nail, local screen printer. he'll send you a poster for free. And if you know somewhere else that will put a poster up, he'll send you however many you want, as long as you put it up. So there's one in our studios, Jake. It's back there. It says "Come on, Aussie, come on," but you can't see the top. Come on.
It's just Aussie. Come on.
He's a really cool guy, and I'm taking a piece of fabric for him to screen print for that, so that we can hang it in our wedding in New Orleans.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that'll be in the episode that we show from there. Not too much wedding stuff though, because it's a surprise.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah. So, don't forget. Am I doing that now?
Yeah, you can do that now.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Our future is at your puzzled little fingerprint tip. Puzzled little fingertips. Confused little finger. Anyway.
They're at your fingertips.
Our future's at your fingertips.
That's right.
But even if you don't, we're still going to do it because no one ever does like, comment, subscribe, share. Do you know what though? We never set out to do this for heaps of subscribers or to become famous or anything like that. We did it because we didn't have a creative outlet.
Yes.
So
and it's been fantastic for us.
It's been great. In our studio, look at it now, man. Remember when it first started out?
Yeah, it's getting pretty packed now.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We should do an episode where we talk about a few of the items in the studio. Because it's all stuff that we've collected and brought in. Well, I've brought in. And,
yep.
Because I don't know this, but Ziggie lives at the ethical in this.
Oh, whatever. I do not.
He doesn't live here, but he lives in the main house down the road on this palatial estate. So, yep. All right.
Well, thank you for joining us again this week. We hope you have a heaps good morning, and we will see you all next week. Bye.